The New South Wales Government is introducing the Child Safe scheme to help keep children safe in organisations. This is part of its response to the recommendations of the Royal Commission into Institutional Responses to Child Sexual Abuse. The Commission recognised that commitment is needed to prevent harm to children, not just by organisations working with them, but from the community as a whole, including the government. A key part of the scheme is the Child Safe Standards. The Office of the Children's Guardian will be the lead agency responsible for rolling out the standards in New South Wales. Over the past few years, we've consulted with many organisations from a range of sectors and found clear support for them.
What are the Child Safe Standards?
The 10 Child Safe Standards provide a framework. This will drive cultural change in organisations so they can create, maintain and improve their child-safe practices. The standards help prevent harm and abuse from occurring. If it does occur, organisations will know how to identify it and respond appropriately. The 10 Child Safe Standards are: 1. Child safety is embedded in organisational leadership, governance and culture. 2. Children participate in decisions affecting them and are taken seriously. 3. Families and communities are informed and involved. 4. Equity is upheld and diverse needs are taken into account. 5. People working with children are suitable and supported. 6. Processes to respond to complaints of child abuse and other types of harm are child-focused. 7. Staff are equipped with the knowledge, skills and awareness to keep children safe through continual education and training. 8. Physical and online environments minimise the opportunity for abuse to occur. 9. Implementation of the Child Safe Standards is continuously reviewed and improved. 10. Policies and procedures document how the organisation is child safe. While our enforcement and monitoring powers will extend to the Child Safe scheme, the OCG's focus will be on capability building. Our compliance and enforcement work will be focused on places where we identify potential risks to children and young people.
Which organisations have to implement the Child Safe Standards?
The Child Safe scheme applies to organisations in the education, early childhood, health, local council and youth justice sectors. Religious organisations and sport and recreation bodies providing services to children will also need to implement the standards. We encourage all child-related organisations to apply the standards, and everyone can use the free resources on the Office of the Children's Guardian's website to help keep children safe.
What do organisations need to do?
Applying the standards means that organisations will be able to demonstrate their commitment to keeping children safe. Children in these organisations will feel more valued and be more empowered. The focus of the standards is on continuous improvement. They allow organisations to build on what they're already doing well. The Office of the Children's Guardian knows that many organisations are already implementing parts or all of the standards. It also understands that organisations will apply the standards in different ways. This is because of the children, young people and communities they serve, their risk profiles, and because some organisations are well-resourced, while others operate on a tight budget with the support of volunteers. The Child Safe Standards are principle-based and focused on outcomes so they can be applied flexibly. They are not about spending money, ticking boxes, or saying the right things to demonstrate compliance.
How will the OCG support implementation of the Child Safe Standards?
Different organisations are at different stages of their child-safe journeys. Organisations should firstly review the Guide to the Child Safe Standards. It contains reflective questions that will help them identify both areas of strength and what they need to improve. The OCG will also introduce a self-assessment tool. We offer free advice, support and child-safe resources.
What does cultural change in organisations look like?
A child-safe environment has the following key features. The best interests of children and their protection from harm is paramount. Reporting of abuse is required and never prevented. Children's rights are respected. Concerns and complaints raised by children are acted on. Leaders, staff and volunteers all demonstrate a child-safe culture through their behaviours.
How will the standards be regulated?
The Office of the Children's Guardian will take a responsive, risk-based approach to regulation. For most organisations, we will focus on education and capability building. If necessary, we'll be able to take enforcement action to ensure the safety and well-being of children. We'll have the authority to enter a premises to appropriately perform our monitoring role.
How can volunteer organisations implement child-safe standards?
Most organisations already have many child-safe practices in place. They understand that all adults have a responsibility to keep children safe. Implementing the standards and keeping children safe should be seen in the same way that you currently address physical safety hazards in your organisation. The OCG provides free training and resources for all organisations.
How can government agencies support the child-safe standards?
Some New South Wales government agencies that provide services to children or which fund and regulate other child-related organisations will be required to create child-safe action plans known as CSAPs. They'll have to report on a yearly basis to show how they're supporting their sector partners to implement the child-safe standards.
How can I find out more?
The Office of the Children's Guardian has free resources to support the implementation of the child-safe standards. These are available in a number of languages. There are videos and e-learning modules that cater to a range of learning styles. You can also find out about upcoming training sessions. Check out our website to find the support you need for your child-safe journey.